Well, hi. You're joining me for my coaching corner. My name is Izzy Lewis, and I come to you today from the autism corner, autism perspective. I am an advocate, which I am an adjunct as well. But I'm an advocate and a mom of a recovering teen surviving autism. And do check out our book on Amazon, Lessons from a Mom, Autism, Lessons to from a Son, Lessons to a Mom. Today we're going to talk about three main topics. We're dealing with ASD, pausing and processing information. We're going to talk about observe the individual mannerisms, ask questions, give choices. Number 3, encourage, assist to express. Number 4, conclusion, celebrate that individual. And of course, a bonus, repeat and praise that individual. So let's get started today. Again, I am joining you from Gavin's and Izzy's corner. We have our Facebook page, Lessons from a Son, and it's under Feel Better Consulting. Join us, get Gavin's book. He's a co-author of it, which gives phase 1 of the history of his diagnosis and his coping and recovery strategies. Today we're going to touch base on ASD, which is Autism Spectrum Disorder, and we're going to talk about pausing and processing information. Pausing and processing information. We're going to touch on 3 main subjects. We're going to touch on observe the individual mannerisms, ask questions, / give choices, encourage, assist to express. Number 4, conclusion is celebrate that individual. And of course, you can always click like and subscribe to this video. It helps to increase the algorithm and to share the information and the mission of our page, our site, and educating the masses on how to cope. And my favorite word, recovery autism. And when I say recovery, most people get a little bit fumbled and they get disturbed or questioning or doubting. Healing and recovery is being better today than you were yesterday. Healing and recovery means you are functioning at a higher and a better level than you were the day before. So let's not be ignorant to what healing is. We're not talking complete healing, which is also possible because we do serve a Lord that does miracles. But we're talking about the obvious courage of moving forward with better functioning, with better positivity and better eliminating a lot of the hindrances and torment that comes from having a diagnosis or a disease. So let's move forward. Again, click like and subscribe. I'm a certified coach consultant. I'm also a community activist. I enjoy teaching and sharing and inciting and encouraging. So we're talking about how to pause and allow that person to process, which then allows them to speak and express themselves. You want to first observe that individual's mannerisms. And that may mean just looking at their nonverbals. Look at their eyes. Where are they looking? Look at where they're looking, because where they're looking is what they want to talk about or what they want to deal with. You also want to check in to see the emotion in the eyes. What is the eyes looking like? Is it looking scared, fearful, confused, excited? Does it have discovery in them? Does his or her eyes seems like they want to explore and discover new things? You want to check in with the mannerisms, the eyes, the nonverbals, expression of the body. Where's that person looking? You also want to check in for curiosity, confirmation, disagreement, or even questioning eyes, questioning mannerisms. So number 2, after you have observed that individual, remember we're talking about pausing and processing, allowing that person to process, and we want to pause, observe, and allow them then that courage to then accomplish a goal or express themselves. So, number 2, you want to ask questions and you want to give choices, and that goes simultaneously, because when you ask questions and you are discovering how to assist this person in bringing out that emotion and bringing out that task, you want to ask questions and you want to give them choices. So for example, I observed Gavin zooming into the kitchen. And so I asked questions. What's going on? What do you want? What are you thinking? And then I give choices. In this case, I didn't have to give choices because he immediately said, I want my medicine from the kitchen. He has extreme bad seasonal allergies. So he was being a step ahead of the game, and before he goes to bed, he was requesting his medicine, which is awesome. We don't want to be fearful of the depth of that person's thinking, but we want to allow them to express that level of thinking and reasoning. So in asking questions, you will get answers. Sometimes you may not, but then at least you get a cue to how to discover more and help them to move forward with choices. Okay, so you want to discover together. Number 3, you want to encourage and you want to assist that person to express. So if that person is not so much verbal, you want to find a way that they can express 1 or 2 words, or even write the information down, or even show you and point to what they want. In that way, they are then now bringing out that feeling and expressing and bringing that feeling alive to then become actions that can be solvable and exploring and discovering, so that it can be an enjoyable task, an enjoyable skill that is accomplished, and an enjoyable experience for you, the therapist, or you, the family member, for you, the friend, that's also enjoying that moment with that person. Okay? Again, we're talking here ASD, pausing and processing information, which leads to speaking and accomplishing task. Okay? Number 4, after you have encouraged and assist that person to express, you want to do the big celebration. You want to celebrate that person, celebrate their bravery, celebrate their accomplishment, celebrate their courage. It's important to celebrate and to that accomplishment, because it takes that person a lot to really tell you and to bring that out. A lot of times, a person that experiencing autism or other mental challenges such as ADHD, ADD, or any kind of delay in processing and mental disturbances, they oftentimes prefer to be quiet and not expressive. So we want to celebrate that bit of time when they really took the time to express to you what they wanted, how they feel, and how they're going to get there. And of course, the bonus here is you want to repeat and praise that person. So if you see a good step or a good process or a format that you use, if it worked, you want to repeat that same methodology or that same process. And the most important, you want to praise and compliment that individual. Of course, we have a book. In addition to Gavin and I, the book listed as Lessons from a Son, Lessons to a Mom, Autism, which is on Amazon for e-read. I also want to introduce you to my book, Think in the Now for Success, which is a bestseller in Amazon, which helps with your intrinsic courage and discovery of yourself in your career path and your mindset of business survival in the environment. Of course, we are also available for conversations about anything. I also have conversations about autism, home resolutions. I'm not doing that field, but I have such great experience with my son and getting him to different stages that I'm willing to share that with other parents and other family members. And also, I take pride in my coaching in career, business, and entrepreneurship. I take pride in coaching in financial aspects, credit restoration, and I also take pride in being a speaker, an advocate, and an author. So, of course, if you have any questions, any comments, hit us below. And I encourage you to stay tuned with us for more on all these different areas. It is always a pleasure to encourage one person at a time and to put a smile on those people that are, being discouraged by all kinds of environmental factors. Change is here, and change starts from you. Change for your loved one, change for yourself. And change doesn't always have to be bad. It just means we're increasing our courage, we're increasing our successes by finding solutions for simple issues. Again, my name is Izzy. I'm signed off, coach consultant here, and I enjoy you. You're your biggest support, and you are your biggest achievement. Be encouraged. Have a great day.